Live, live, live. We're here. How you doing, everybody? Bruce here, traveling with Bruce. Welcome to September the 21st, 2020, the day before my birthday. Tomorrow, my birthday's tomorrow. So this is effectively my birthday show, and we're celebrating today. 65. Going to turn 65 tomorrow. I've officially become a senior citizen of this land, and holy moly macaroni, 65. My goodness gracious me, that is insane. That's just insane. I'm just looking at my big ass phone here, waiting for my show to pop up so I can say hi to you, make sure everything is running properly. Looks like it is. There we go. We're kicking in here on the big ass iPad. And looks like we're kicking in now on the other one right here. Yes, we're here. Okay, we're live. Welcome one, welcome all. I was just finishing the sponsor member show a few minutes ago. And again, I want to thank all of you out there who watch me and support me every way you do, including my sponsor members. But I was asking them a question. I'm going to ask you a question right now. There are now 57 of you here, and you're piling in quickly. I'd like to ask you this question. When you get ads for any video I make, or for this live show, or those of you who are watching this on the rerun, you're going to watch this show tonight, tomorrow, whatever, and you get ads, would you do me a favor? Would you let me know who's advertising to you? And if you could help me out, let me know kind of what state, if you're in the US, what state are you in and what ad did you get? Because it is such a fragmented thing now, YouTube. It used to be that YouTube would sell an ad on my channel and everyone would see it, no matter what the ad was. Not anymore. By the way, I have a lozenge here, so pardon me. I'm just finishing it up. So now what's happening is people in Florida or in Ontario, Canada, or in the UK, you're getting different ads between you. You're not getting the same advertisement. That's a smart thing for YouTube to be doing, of course, because YouTube is saying to advertisers, oh, you want to attract, you want to get eyeballs from a certain demographic? Well, we have every kind of channel imaginable, including this wonderful cruise ship channel, Traveling with Bruce. He's kind of a wacky guy, but you can advertise to his people because his viewers are great. But I'd love to know who those are, especially the political ads. Are you folks starting to get political ads on my channel? I'd love to know who's spending money with YouTube to get to you. Okay, so please let me know. Okay, thank you. 81 are here now and they're coming in. Welcome one, welcome all. Tomorrow is my birthday. I turn 65 tomorrow. I want to thank you all for tolerating this old YouTuber. I don't know. Have you seen my video? Don't know if you've watched it. I did a video last night called "Why I Created my Own YouTube Channel." I think I talked for about 20-something minutes, and a bunch of you have watched the video. Although compared to my normal videos, it's performing badly. YouTube says there's not as much interest in this video as opposed to your other videos. Probably because it has nothing to do with cruise ships. That's likely what it is. But what is happening is people are watching that video. They're curious about me as an individual and the trials and tribulations of putting a YouTube channel together. This is going to be the first of several. I'm going to make a number of these kinds of videos going forward. My thinking is I want to reach out to people who are stuck at home in the pandemic that we're in. And who've started to think, I never thought this would happen to me, but I'm going to be working from home now. And although I can work from home for my bosses, I wouldn't mind being self-employed on my own. What can I do on my own rather than be, a slave to my boss? Hey, what if I created my own YouTube channel and if I could, make some advertising money and some affiliate income, and then the second question is, how do you do that? how do you become a YouTuber? Well, I'm going to make videos about how I became a YouTuber, and I'm going to make videos about the the highs and lows of being a YouTuber, the best thing about it, the worst thing about it, the wins, the losses, the ties, and all the other things you have to do to be a YouTuber. So if you happen to catch these videos, you don't like them, I understand. If you like them, I love it. But I'm looking to reach out to more subscribers. I'm trying to get a larger base for my channel, because right now I'm in a box about cruise ships, and we're not cruising right now. And I thought, why don't I talk about something I like to talk about that people might find interesting? Well, I like talking about YouTube because I'm in YouTube, and I like being a creator, and I like talking about being a creator. And I thought, well, why don't you put it on video and share it with the world? And so that's just what's going to happen. I will still do, of course, cruise ship videos like I did today. Of course, I did a video this morning talking about the carnage at Carnival. Those of you who want the cruise ship news, Carnival over the weekend, I think over Friday or so, they I'm trying to remember the exact sequence of events, but it would not have surprised me if this happened late last week. They sent out emails to apparently approximately 7,000 different employees, some of which are crew members, some of which are captains and bridge officers, some of which are hotel directors, chefs, and regular crew, and they're being notified their contracts will not be renewed and they're being let go. And that's 20% of the crew, 20% of the employees of Carnival were let go over the weekend by email. Yeesh. Paper City Gamer Jeff, thank you very much for your contribution to my channel. I really appreciate that. I think it's important for people to share experiences. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for the comment and for letting me know that any of you who have a specific question you want me to get right to, without getting to all the other comments, send me a donation. I will certainly read it right away. But also, you get to watch a thank you video, a little thank you sequence for this donation. Let's see what we've got here. I've got something for you here. Here's a little puppy dog. That's it. He's come and he's gone. Thank you. I have Pussycat and I have fireworks. If you send me a donation, you let me know what you'd like to see: a pussycat, a puppy dog, or fireworks, and that's your reward for these. And thank you again for doing that. It helps helps me dramatically, of course. So Carnival sent out these notifications over the weekend to 7,000 people. They had to file that information with the SEC because that's a material change to the corporation, and that's how I got that info. Also, I want to thank Cruise Law News. He also wrote up a story about this, and I happened to catch that as well, and that also tipped me off. But the other news that came out today was from Royal Caribbean and Norwegian. They co-released a 65-page new health protocol report, study of some kind, to the world, including the CDC. They want to start cruising again. And so they released a report that they are hoping the CDC will take to heart and will consider strongly to allow cruising to begin again. I don't think the report, though, got into the nitty-gritty details of what cruising would be like on a cruise ship, because to me, I have a feeling that there would be final negotiations between the CDC and the cruise lines. For instance, the one piece of news we didn't see was just exactly what would the occupancy level be on a cruise ship once we restart cruising. Will the CDC insist that it be at half? Will the cruise lines beg for 80%? And will they find a middle ground? Or will there be no negotiation from the CDC of any kind? They will literally tell the cruise line, we're going to let you book 85% of your cabins that have balconies, and that's it. No matter how few balconies you have, You can only go to that level. The remaining 15% of the balconies must be made available for any passenger that comes down with the virus during the cruise. Those will be cabins reserved for crew and passengers in a quarantine scenario on a separate floor that we agree with you on. That might be the deal. If that's the case, there are a number of ships that the cruise lines have that will not sail for an awful long time because they only have a third of all the cabins, period, of all the cabins on the ship. And if now you can only allow 28% of all your cabins to be sold, you're down to 28% occupancy on a cruise ship that's now not economic in any way, shape, or form. And if the CDC says this rule is in place for 2 years, 2 years it'll be in place, these ships will be scrapped faster than you can think. I mean, and this is why I'm telling the world time and time again, I'm expecting more cruise ships to be scrapped and let go by cruise lines. I'm waiting for Royal Caribbean to drop the ball. When are they going to tell us which one of their ships? They've got 7 or 8 easily that will not sail again. In my humble opinion, will not sail economically again, unless they're going to try to sail them in Asia, where maybe the rules will be a little more lax, or they're going to sail them in the third world somewhere, but you're not going to get the room rates that you would get from Americans. I just don't know. We'll stay on top of this and see what happens. The recommendations that the cruise lines made were, reasonable. They weren't they weren't like really restrictive or crazy or anything like that. There's a lot of distancing talk, mask wearing talk, testing, pre-cruise, pre-boarding, temperature checks on board, all kinds of that sort of stuff. But I did mention this little thing in the sponsor member show that I just finished for my sponsor members. I was talking there about how you are looking to go to Miami to go on a cruise. How are you going to get there? Are you 100 miles away and you can drive your own car? Great. Are you 300 miles away and you can take a quick flight? Great. Are you 2,000 miles away and you're going to take a couple of flights, get there the day before, rent a car, spend a night in a hotel, take the car back the next morning, and then go to the ship and take your cruise? It all depends how you get there, I guess. But at the end of the day, the cruise lines themselves are really not the cause of the virus. The cruise lines are a victim of people bringing the virus with them to the cruise ship. And most 99.999% of the people who bring a virus to a cruise ship, or who've done it in the past, they didn't know they had the virus. They didn't feel ill whatsoever. No temperature issues, no sore throat, no fever. They felt fine. They were asymptomatic. And these folks, like I say, if you're a couple thousand miles away, these are the kind of folks that are going to take airplane flights, rent a hotel, get a rental car, drive around a bit in town, next day get on the ship, experience the cruise. After the cruise, maybe get to the airport right away, or go to a hotel for a day or two, or go somewhere else nearby for a few days and then fly home eventually. And then they're going to get home, and they might come down with the virus. They might feel unwell after they get home. On the other hand, they might never feel unwell. They fought the virus the entire time they had the virus. Their body's immune system was beating the bejesus out of the virus, and they never got ill. And they're going on with their lives like as if nothing happened. The problem is that those people, that individual, the family, whatever, may have been exposed to hundreds or thousands of people over the entire time they had the virus. They were a spreader, a super spreader, unknowing, not their fault, not knowing, and it was undetectable by testing. It was undetectable. What do you do now? And then the reverse, of course, is the person does get the virus. They don't know they have it. But on the ship, the third day, they feel a sore throat and a fever. They don't feel well. They go to the doctor on board. They get a quick test. You got the virus. They get quarantined in their cabin now. And everyone on the ship has to be immediately tested for the virus, because this person has been on this ship for 3 days and got to the port 4 days ago, flew 5 days ago, and so the tracing is on. It's full blown. Who's been in contact, who's been near this individual, who's now exhibiting symptoms of the virus and is testing positive. This is what cruise lines can't control. They can't control this. I also mentioned this 2 years ago. If you took a cruise and you came home after being away from home for 2 weeks, you had a few days away, you took a cruise, a couple more days, then you got home. 4 or 5 days after you got home, you got a sore throat, you got a fever, you don't feel well. No big deal. We all bought into that. That was part of being a human being. We all get colds. Some of us get the flu. Some of us don't. Some of us get a cold and can battle through it. Others of us come down with something like that and we're on our backs for 4 days. We're useless. We're all different. But back 3 years ago, 2 years ago, a year ago, we didn't think twice about that. It was no big deal. By the way, cheers to all of you at Traveling with Bruce tonight. 159 of you are here. Please throw this channel a thumbs up if you don't mind. I would really appreciate it. Thank you for joining me. We thought nothing of having a cold or a fever a year ago. It was part of the price of being a human being. That was the cost of doing business. If you went to a new setting, you went to the relatives for Aunt Janie's birthday party, and you came home with a cold 3 days, came down with a cold 3 days later, hey, someone at the party gave you a cold, darn old relatives. What are you going to do? It's just part of life. Our immune systems have been built up over the decades that we've been around. In my case, 6.5 tomorrow, and we're able to fight it. Great. But now, the virus that is going around, the problem with this virus is that it's like playing poker with extra wild cards. Deuces and sevens are wild. Deuces, sevens, and one-eyed jacks are wild. You get the one-eyed jack, you get that virus, you're in big trouble. But you get the virus and you've got the deuce of clubs, you feel like you got a cold. That's all. You don't even feel like it's a virus. You just feel like you got a cold. But it's the virus. For you, it's no big deal. But if you spread the virus to someone else, that person who gets it could come down with something bad. Because, again, they may have the jack of diamonds in their hand. We don't know. You don't know. No one knows. And so the cruise game is walking on eggshells. The cruise business is walking on eggshells. Again, I keep repeating this. I don't know why we're allowed to fly. I don't know why we're allowed to fly. I think flights should have been stopped dead in their tracks in January, February, with no flights anywhere in the planet. We shouldn't have been allowed to go to any country anywhere in the planet. We should have been allowed to leave our neighborhoods anywhere in the planet. If we'd have done that for 2 months, we'd be fine. Of course, the logistics of it are, well, how would you eat? And how would you, if you didn't feel well, how would you get to the hospital? If you couldn't drive yourself, would you get someone to drive you that shouldn't be out of the house? And on go the question. Always questions. But lockdowns were in place, and they could have been much more severe, and they could have been much more effective globally. But unfortunately, the globe is like a herd of cats. You can't herd cats. And so we have these out of control areas where it's not the same anywhere else. And because it's not the same everywhere, you've got the conspiracy theorists loving it because they can go, well, over there it's like that, and over there it's like that. So it's not the virus because it's different here and it's different there. And of course, that's the beauty of being a conspiracy theoretical conspiracy. I don't even know how to say it. And in the meantime, people die. In the meantime, people are dying. And hey, some people are so callous to say, well, it's not me, so I don't care. And it's not my family, so I don't care. It's no one I know, so I don't care. There are people like that. What can I say? When it gets closer to you, though, you care. You start to care. And unfortunately, it seems to be spreading more and more and more and more, but we'll have to see just where it goes and what happens. But as far as cruising goes, I don't know how we're going to be able to go cruising until there's a vaccine. And even then, we have another problem. The anti-vaccine conspiracy theorists. Vaccines will kill you. They won't cure you. Well, now if the population doesn't take the vaccine, we've got this virus. Now, if you get the vaccine, are you impervious to getting it now? Or will it stop 90% of the variations of the virus from getting to you, but not the 10% that's still out there? Because it mutates. This thing is like a flu. You get your flu shot every year, your influenza shot, your shot. Every year it's a different shot. They change them every year because the strains of flu evolve. The virus knows it's being attacked, so it's figuring out how not to get killed by trying to avoid the vaccines that are out there to get it. That's why we pay researchers big money to find ways to make these vaccines. This virus has already mutated in various formats and will continue to do so. If every country in the world but one has the virus, if every country in the world but one has the vaccine, but one country decides, because the leaders of that country decide vaccines are bad, they aren't going to vaccine their population, the virus will thrive in humanity forevermore, because there are always willing hosts that are available for the virus, and these folks will somehow mingle with us through the so-called 6 degrees of separation that we talk about from time to time. You only need 1 degree of separation to get this thing, and you just don't know. Anyway, there you go. That's cruising. The cruise news right now. The cruise shares had a bad day today, didn't they? The cruise stocks and the stock market had a bad day today, as a matter of fact. But let me just take a look at the cruise ship stock at the end of the day here. Our friends at Royal Caribbean down $4.74 today. Norwegian down $1.28. Carnival down $1.02. The Carnival shares went from 65 down to 59, closed around $60. Norwegian, they started the day at about close to $16. But they were as low as $14.72 and closed around $15. And then over at Carnival, they were as high as 17 last week, 18 even last week. They were around that $16 mark on Friday. This morning, they were as low as $14. They closed at $14.29. And so the cruise lines had a real rough go of it today because they borrowed billions of dollars to stay alive, hoping that the virus would be over by now and they could get back to sailing, and they're not going back to sailing right now. And I don't know how the CLIA, the cruise lines, are going to be able to get cruising started in the U.S. anytime soon. The only hope they have, believe it or not, is through probably political interference. That's the only way. If the powers that be in Washington can find a way to overrule the CDC and make the CDC lift the no sail order, even though they don't want to, maybe then. I can tell you that from what I'm reading and what I'm hearing, press releases from the CDC have been heavily restricted lately. The CDC, the press releases that they're making are not the press releases they want to make. These are press releases they're told that they're allowed to make. There is definitely political interference going on, administration interference going on. So perhaps the CDC wants to say, we want to cancel cruising until the end of the year. But it could well be that the administration officials are saying, you're not going to do that right now. You're not saying anything. We're not going to let you extend this no sail order at the moment. We're going to have you stay quiet. The CLIA has canceled cruises out of the States till the end of October. So there won't be a cruise until technically November 1, although cruise lines have been systematically canceling cruises going forward already past November 1 into 2021 already. But we're waiting for the official announcement from the big three in the US, the big publicly traded companies, and Disney and MSC and others. But I don't see how cruising can be safe for the average cruiser. I don't know how you can be safe getting to the ship. I know from a Canadian point of view, here in Creston, I can't cross the border to Idaho in my car now until November 21, I think it is. I think they've extended it another month. I know it's October 21 for sure. They're talking November 21. They're going every 30 days, another 30 days. I can tell you that the opinion polls in Canada, the so-called polling, when asked, do you want the border reopened between Canada and the United States for day visits now? Canadians are about 85% going, no. What about for the rest of the year, for all of 2020? 68, 70%, no. So when a politician, the prime minister says, we're keeping the border shut down for another 30 days, most of the Canadians are going, yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. We shouldn't have that happening right now. So unfortunately, I cannot get to Coeur d'Alene, to my favorite Costco store, to pick up some Costco ice cream. I'm kind of stuck. I can't have a chicken bake, and Jennifer can't get the hot dog. So we're stuck in Creston, and we're waiting it out. What can I say? We can fly into the U.S. I can drive to Calgary, catch a plane, fly into America. That we can do. But when we fly back, mandatory 2-week quarantine when we come back. So what can I say? It's the way it is. Anyway, there you have it. Any questions, let me know. Thank you again for all your kind words about my birthday coming up tomorrow. Thank you. Going into 65. Oh, my gosh. SLGC Mets is in the house. Happy birthday, she says. Thank you so much. David saying hi. Hi, David. Glenn Edinburgh. Hi, Bruce, and all TWB family members from Brisbane, Australia. Been a while since I joined live chat, but here I am. Welcome, Glenn, to the show. Linda Dewar, happy birthday, Bruce. Is there a special significance of reaching age 65 in Canada? Of course, reaching another birthday is always special. Yes, you become eligible for the Canadian pension. You become a senior, and now you're qualified for all the provincial and federal programs that are existing for 65-year-olds. Although in my case, I'm employed for doing this, and so I am not in need of government assistance. But they are enhanced for seniors. So there you go. Larry Blake just received an email from Norwegian Cruise Line. Book safe travel protection covers coronavirus. How about that? Brittany Anderson is here. Hi, Bruce and everybody. Welcome, Brittany. Rob Slevin welcoming me and welcoming all of you and throwing up all the emojis he's allowed to use as a sponsor member. Thank you, Rob and Brittany, for being sponsor members of the show and the channel. Peter Heckema, hi, Bruce. Happy big 65th birthday. Remember, you're like fine wine. You're just getting better with age. I keep telling myself that, but I really just do not feel like a senior at all. I don't feel like an old person most of the time. I feel more like a senior in a physical way. Certainly, certain days are rougher than others. But mentally speaking, I do not think of myself as a senior. I still enjoy listening to my records, my music that I loved when I was 17, 18, 19, and 20. And I consider myself that age because that's the kind of music I love to listen to. But I have to admit, I do get the really vicious wake-up call, when I will watch a video on YouTube and I will see people enjoying a group like Steely Dan or the Doobie Brothers or the Eagles or whomever, the Rolling Stones, playing live, and they show the audience members loving the music, and I see people that look like me enjoying the music, surrounded by all the others who are younger than me. And that's when it hits me that, oh, God, I'm getting on, and I really don't like it, especially when my rockers die of old age. That really bugs me. David Bowie, Glenn Frey, and others who have passed away lately, that really bothers me. I don't like it, and it reminds me that Father Time is not on my side. Howard Green, happy birthday, kid. Many more to come. Stay safe and be cool. Thank you, buddy. Ken Kachura, hi all from Janet and Ken in Saginaw, Michigan. It's 64 degrees with smoke from the fires moving over. Gasoline is $1.94 a gallon in Michigan. Happy 61st birthday. Thank you again, you guys from Saginaw. I appreciate all the cards you send me and everything else. Fantastic. MG Toe, hello everybody. I'm jumping up and down in my seat. Way to go. Jeannie, hi birthday boy Bruce and TWB family. Bill and Jeannie are here now for the big show. Fantastic, guys. Jack Wise, greeting from Conroe, Texas. More sponsor members saying hi. MG Toe, thumbs ups everybody for Bruce. Yes, please. Thank you for thumbs ups. I really appreciate them. Could sure use them. 187 of you are here now. Wonderful. Robert Blend, happy birthday, Bruce. Can you now collect Social Security in Canada? Theoretically, yes. It all depends on how much money you earn, and then you get some or you don't. Janet, hi from Bangor. Yes, in Maine. Thank you, Janet, for being here again. Jen, hit the like button for Bruce and for his birthday. Tracy Miller, greetings from Baltimore. Thank you, Tracy, from beautiful Baltimore. Sheila Martin, hi, Bruce. We're cooling down in Tennessee. We're cooling down here. In Creston, we're reaching the high 60s. The sky is about 85 to 90% cleared out. I can see the mountains around me again, but they're fuzzy. They're like out of focus, but we still have smoke in the air, but nothing like we had last week. We couldn't see a mile last week. Jack Wise, traveling with Bruce. You are still young. Thank you, Jack. MG Toe, Bruce, did you see GameStop's new revised 8,000? Ryan Cohen bought more than he said before. The 8K. Okay. GameStop is a stock I've been following on the Stock Markets with Bruce channel, my other channel. I've been mentioning that company shares there are more shares shorted than actually exist. There are so many pessimists thinking that company was going to go out of business, and they're being proved wrong lately. And the company, although it's losing money, is really changing its ways. It's becoming an online seller of games. GameStop, they own 5,000 stores. They'll eventually own 4,000 stores, and then they'll cut them down. It'll become an online gamer type distributing company. There have been moves made lately, and there is a buyer of stock in the company, a major outside buyer named Ray Cohen, who is buying up more and more of the company's shares. And the people who have shorted stock, they have to buy their shares back eventually. Whatever they pay for those shares will be put against what they sold them for. If you sold them for 10 and buy them back for 5, you've made $5 a share. If you sold them for 6 and buy them back at 6, you broke even. If you sold them at 6, but you buy them back at 8, you lose $2 a share. If you sold them at 6 and buy them back at 10, you lose 4. If you buy them back at 20, you lose $14 a share. These short sellers, the higher the stock goes, the more they will begin to panic and buy back their shares to get out of the position to not be exposed to unlimitless losses, because the higher the stock goes, the more you lose if you need to buy them. With this buyer buying up stock in big globs, this individual is taking stock away from people who could buy it back to cover their positions. It's going to make it more expensive to get the stock purchased back, and so the shares could be in for a bit of a run here. They were as high as almost $10 last week. They cratered to about the $8 level this morning. They closed tonight after the market at over $9 a share again, even though the Dow lost 500 points. We'll see if they reach through $10 a share or higher tomorrow. This should be most interesting. Carol, good evening, everybody. Kirk Brunson, hi, Bruce. Kirk from the Big Apple, as always, great sponsor show. Thank you, Kirk, for your support and being a sponsor member and always being part of that show. I love it that you're there. William is here. Hey, William, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the show. People's Republic of San Francisco. 15 likes are on the way in. Okay, I'm sure we got more than that now. You're still younger than I am, says Janet. Janet, if I'm younger than you now, I guess I'll always be younger than you, but we're growing old together, I suppose. William, I'm in Iowa. Welcome, buddy, from Iowa. Nikki Singleton, good evening, Bruce. Many happy returns of the day. Arc Adventures. Hey, Bruce, we actually turned in we turned in 2 minutes too early today. We let the ads play and everything. Greetings from Andy and Andrea in St. Louis. Well, thank you very much for letting the ads play and everything, because that does make me money. Wes, greetings from New Braunfels, Texas, 70 degrees with light rain. That's good. We need rain. Allison McDowell, Queens, New York. Although Texas, I don't know if it needs much rain in Texas. Nikia Seiler, Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome, Nikia from Atlanta. Allison, Senator Schumer. Apparently there was an ad for Senator Schumer. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Bo Bergeron, hello from Orlando. Welcome from Orlando to my channel, Bo. Nice to have you here tonight. Allison, happy birthday. Thank you. Andrew Cabate. Hi, Bruce. Hi, Andrew. Bob Kleinsaucer, excellent video. Thank you very much. Kevin Chapman, happy birthday, Bruce. Peter Heckema, when I logged on to your show just now, I got an ad for WeBuyAnyCar.com. I'm in Florida. Yeah. Right on. Thank you for letting me know. Postman, hi from Massachusetts. Jean Claude, New York, Bruce. What about the fire for us in your area? Thankfully, here we are not suffering from fires. Wendy Stokes, Trump has a video to be before your videos airs. Before your video. So Trump had a video on my channel before my video aired. There you go. Okay, they're spending money. This is good news. I hope I get some of that. Celia Martin, ad from Norwegian to me. I've noticed Norwegian ads on my own viewing of my own channel. Norwegian has been advertising on my videos. I've noticed that. Gerard, hi, Bruce. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. Wendy Stokes, hello, everybody. Arc Adventures. Yep, we saw it. Great video last night. Personally, we were riveted and found it very interesting. This is the video I made last night about becoming a YouTuber, why I created my channel. If you get a chance, check it out. I hope you like it. Give it a thumbs up if you do. Let me know your comment on it. Put a comment on that video too. That would help its analytics. Doris Santiago, hi Bruce. If any of you out there, Lori is here. Hi Lori, very happy day. If any of you can help me, that video in particular, I would really appreciate it if any of you can share that video direct from your YouTube channel. Just below it down here will be a share button, a little square share button. You can share that to your friends on Facebook or to anywhere else on the internet. That would help my channel a lot. That would help that video a lot. It would give it outside traction. YouTube reacts very favorably when that happens with any YouTuber's videos. If you can share my videos to your outside friends, that would go a long way to helping my channel, and that would be appreciated. Julie, hi, Bruce from Dallas, Texas. Julie Cerna Hendricks, welcome from Dallas, Texas. Charles M., happy birthday, Bruce. Tomorrow is my birthday as well, and I will also be 65, born September 22nd, 1955. Way to go, buddy. Wendy Stokes, happy birthday. Terry Gallant, I just got a Tim Hortons ad and a President's Choice ad. It's nice to see them advertising on my channel. Darlene Meyer, happy birthday, Bruce, from Turlock, California. 93 degrees, and we can finally see the sun, less ash and smoke in the air. Gas, $2.79 a gallon. Thank goodness for those pieces of good news. Howard Green, hi, Bruce. The ad for me was a company called Low Cost Solar here in Long Island. Very interesting. Doris, congratulations. Happy birthday, Bruce. Enjoy with family and friends. Since it's my birthday tomorrow, and it's also Charles's birthday tomorrow, I think we need some fireworks. So let's do some fireworks here in honor of our birthdays. Here we go. Here we go. Happy birthday, Charles. Way to go, Charles. Happy birthday to you and to me tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Doris, for your kind words. Tom Henry, welcome, buddy. Hello, TWB family from Richmond. Thank you, Tom, for being a sponsor member and a great supporter of this channel. Linda Dewar, I found the behind-the-scenes working of a YouTube that you mentioned. Very interesting. Thanks for all the info. There's more coming. I will be doing other videos about that. Keep an eye open. Wanda, hello, Bruce from Diamond Bar, California. Hi, Wanda. Bob, at home, you end up with a different boss. There you go. Kane, hi, Bruce. Happy birthday for tomorrow, 65. Today at 8 a.m. UK Standard Time, Celebrity Apex is coming into port. Right on. Lori, Princess is refunding us using water torture a bit at a time. We canceled in May and are still waiting on at least half of our refund. That is just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Paper City Gaming, thank you again, Jeff, for your donation to my cause. Those of you who are making donations to me through Super Chat, thank you very much. Those of you who make donations to me through my PayPal donate button, which you'll find links down below or up here, I think. Thank you for that. it really helps supplement the advertising revenues. The advertising numbers lately have really gone down on YouTube, by the way. Just so you know, I tease you about these ads that you're seeing, but I have to say that in the last 4 days, my advertising revenue has dropped by about 80%. It has completely plummeted off the face of the earth. I do not know what's going on, but my ad rate per 1,000 views has collapsed, completely collapsed. I think it recovered a little bit 2 days ago and a little bit more yesterday, but I'm still down. From being down 80%, we're now down 60%. Hopefully tomorrow, with today's video that I made and yesterday's video that I made, the hope is that the channel will lift a little higher, but we're nowhere near what we've been lately at all. Arctic Adventures, can't wait to see the new videos about how your channel came to be. Our question is always, where do you get your footage? Do you have a huge organized library of clips by ship, location, or cruise line? Well, we'll get into that. Jean-Claude, happy birthday. Thank you, Jean. MG just announced Sun Princess, Sea Princess to Leave Princess. That was last week. I did a video on that already. The sale of those vessels is in line with Baird Company Carnival Corporation's plan to accelerate the removal of less efficient ships. Yep, I did that video last week. Brittany, happy birthday. Thank you, Brittany. Jen, I just watched an ad for a retirement home in Etobicoke near Toronto. I'm sure it has nothing to do with your birthday, Bruce. That's awesome. Laughing out loud. Dogs rule, says Paper City Gamers. Right on. Glad you enjoyed it. MG, Carnival Radiance comes to Long Beach as an inspiration. Imagination left. Billy, happy birthday, Bruce. Good evening, TWB family, and hope everyone is doing fine. Patty, how bad do you think everything's going to get, not just for cruising? It's going to get bad. Kay, hi, Bruce. Do you think we will cruise this year? No. Janet, CDC will make it hard for as hard as possible, as you said before. No lobbyists. Yeah, we don't need lobbyists there. My gosh. Svetlana, happy birthday. Thank you, Svetlana. MG, second wave of COVID is devastating Europe right now. Bo, I sail a Royal Caribbean second week in November. I don't think so. Rebecca, happy early birthday. Thank you, Rebecca Reimer. Camille, happy 65th birthday tomorrow for you, Bruce. Thank you, Camille, so much. Sue Ross, hey, Bruce. Sue from Melbourne, Australia here. Happy birthday to you. I loved your chat about how to become a YouTuber. Received a YouTube survey asking if I found your site worthwhile. Oh, wow. That is really great. That I am really glad you told me that. I hope you filled it in. I'm sure you did. This is a big deal. When YouTube asks a viewer, what did you think of this guy's channel or his video? That means you're on the radar. You are being looked at. I love this. Sometimes I feel like I'm out in an ocean in a rowboat all by myself, and YouTube doesn't know I exist. This is wonderful. Thank you, Sue, for telling me that. Billy, our friend PLLL, our friend Pal, just told us she lives in, what is that, Hatchet, Sketchertoon, something like the Saskatchewan, Canada. Sorry about the town, but anyway, she said the COVID lit up there now in Hatchet, Sketcher, something like that in Saskatchewan. Saskatoon, Regina, Yorkton, Saskatchewan. That's probably Saskatoon. I don't know. Maybe they have issues there. I don't know. Glen Edinburgh, no community transfer in Queensland, Australia in 2 weeks. Got a cruise booked in January 2021. I'm going to ports only in Queensland, Australia. Wonder if that will leave. Will it happen? Yeah, I don't know. Louise, do you have a special dish that you cook for your lovely Jen? Is there something that I cook for Jen? Generally, I'm the morning guy. I get up first. It is not uncommon for me to be up at between 4:30 and 6 o'clock in the morning most days here in Pacific time. I make myself my latte. I have a cappuccino machine. I make myself a latte. I will spend a few hours reviewing YouTube, my channel, other channels, news, what's going on, thinking of ideas for videos. 8 in the morning is when I am in the kitchen and I get the water boiling for tea for Jennifer. I visit with her at a few minutes after 8 to see how she's doing. Ask her what kind of tea she would like, because she has several varieties of tea. Then I bring her her cup of tea. Once the water is all boiled up, we talk a little more, and then I go back to work. And she's in the bedroom. She gets pillows propped up behind her, and she starts watching television in the bedroom, knowing that she's not going to disturb me in the living room, because I likely will have the financial network or CNN or other news networks on TV, keeping up with what's going on out there, and I'm on the computer, and I could well be in the middle of editing and working a video or getting ready to do a voiceover for a video. And that's how we do it. So I prepare for her. I ask her, would you like something? When she's hungry, she loves peanut butter on rye toast, rye bread. She loves toasted rye bread with Kraft peanut butter. But there are times where I'll come into the bedroom and say, hey, I'm kind of hungry. Thinking of whipping up some bacon and eggs. Do you want some bacon and eggs? Yeah, so I'll make her bacon and eggs, or scrambled eggs, or whatever we're going to cook up. But then the rest of the day, as the day wears on, she'll be up and about doing her thing. And we figure out what we do for lunch kind of on our own, because it all depends on if we're hungry or not. But at dinner time, and that depends on the day of the week, because Mondays are show days. I usually eat before show days. But Tuesdays and onward, Jennifer will usually conjure something up, which we'll have talked about earlier in the day. We'll go, oh, what are we going to do for dinner today? And then she'll say, oh, I could whip us up this, or I could make us that. And I'll say, hey, yeah, whatever you think is great, because you're the one doing it most of the time. Although I do love making spare ribs. I love doing baby back ribs. Jennifer leaves that one to me. I also love to buy a complete cut of a tenderloin, like a whole slab of tenderloin, and then I'll cut that up into steaks. But Jennifer cooks them. When the time comes, we put the rest in the freezer and enjoy that. But yeah, Jennifer does about 80% of the cooking, and we both like it that way. She does an excellent job. She's perfected her style over the years. But in the early days, I had to have a cast iron stomach in the early days. We both laugh about it now, but the early 20s were quite something. Anyway, let's move on. Catherine, happy birthday tomorrow, Bruce. 1 month to wait for CPP and OAS. That puppy is so cute. Love it. 16 Celsius, a nice sunny day here in Ottawa, Ontario. Thank you, Kenneth, Catherine, very much for that, for those comments. Jake Scape, number 1, happy birthday. Thank you, buddy. Fred Penning, good day from Australia. I'm sad to hear my favorite sea ship is Princess is sold. I've been on 5 cruises and I've never had a problem. Right on, my friend. They're going to upgrade them. Don't worry. Susan, hey, all TWB people from Metro DC in Washington. Happy birthday, Bruce. Thanks for everything. Thank you, Susan R. so much. Jen, 60 thumbs ups, but that was about 20, 30 minutes ago. I did see an update just a few minutes ago, 111 thumbs ups. Thank you, all of you who are giving thumbs ups to this channel every time I upload a video and when I go live. I really appreciate it. It makes a huge difference to the analytics from YouTube. They are noticing. Chris Waterman, happy burp burp. Have a great day on the 22nd. Powell, Tennessee, 64 degrees. Right on. Thank you, buddy. Jimmy, hey, I'll be 54 on Wednesday. Right on, man. Welcome. Welcome to the 50s. Michael Verdon, Bruce, do you think Celebrity will sail from Florida in early January? 60-40, no. But let's hope. Jen, please hit the like button for early birthday present for Bruce today. Louise, happy birthday. Handsome cheers. Thank you, Louise. Glenn, 14-day quarantine when you enter Queensland, Australia in a hotel at your own expense. Yeah. Billy, 79 thumbs up about 20 minutes ago. Patty, China was restricting internal travel early on, knowing full well they had a human-to-human infection, but they allowed hundreds of thousands of Chinese citizens to spread it around the world. Fact, she says. Charles M., happy birthday, Jimmy. Carol, don't know if this went through, got Honda, Auto, and Peacock TV in Washington State. So you got a Honda ad. Glenn Edinburgh, RGC shares CLOE. RC, are you talking about, I'm not sure what you mean by this. You got to be a little more, you got to help me there, Glenn, help me. Glenn's Table. Hey, Bruce, just thinking back, all the weird stuff we probably came home with following a cruise, hotel stay, airplane ride. We just dismissed it as the cruise crud. Yeah, we just dismissed it. It was normal. Jack Weiss, I'm still up 500 on my NCL stock. Hang in there, but I don't know. Pedro Young, good vibes. Jen, Jack Wise, way to go there, buddy. MG Toe, I'm not going to cruise for 3 to 5 years when it's safe to go again. Glenn Edinburgh, that's 500 profit. It has a short life, I suspect. It's true. Might not last long. You never know. Jack, 21st of October. James, the president claimed the other day that Canada wanted to open the border up. Yeah, he did claim that, didn't he? I did notice he claimed that. We in Canada were all going, what? What? I didn't hear that. Carol, plus flying your ice cream would melt. That's true. I can't fly it home. No ice cream is worth a 2-week quarantine. Well, this is pretty good ice cream, but yeah, I guess. Karen, happy birthday, Yonef. Way to go, Karen. Wanda, happy birthday, Bruce. Thank you, Wanda. Myra, hi, Bruce from California. Wishing you a very happy birthday. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you, Myra Weinstein. Thank you very, very much. Karen Price, young man got cut off, she says. Fitzroy, happy birthday, Bruce. Sherry, awesome sunsets. Hello, Bruce. Happy birthday, traveling with Bruce. Thank you, Cheryl. Sherry, awesome. Matthew Hoffman, happy birthday, Bruce. Kinnock, Frampini, Three Dog Night. Yes, you listen to Three Dog Night, and then you see other people listening to Three Dog Night, and they're grooving to it, and they're old. They're in their 60s and 70s. I find that depressing. They should be all 17, 18, 20, 22. Sherry, awesome. Hey, Miss Brittany. Arc Adventures wishing you the happiest of birthdays tomorrow. Happy 65th. Thank you. Sylvia is here. Happy birthday, Bruce. Hi, Sylvia. Thank you for that. Cheryl, hey, Sylvia. Hey, Sherry. She said, Camille, I'm eating microwave cheese popcorn. Right on. Carla Miller. Hi, Bruce. Happy birthday from rainy Arlington, Texas. Janet, Bruce, remember, we have to be aware of the planet we are leaving to Keith Richards. Fred Benning, gee, I must be old. Laughing out loud. 73. Sherry, hello, everybody. Hello, sounds good. Karen Price, traveling keeps you young. Right on. 103 likes, wonderful. No, Simpakuro, hi. How you doing there? Camille, Jolly Time, the big cheese microwave popcorn in packets. Yum, found it in Walmart. I'm eating it now. Right on. Sherry, awesome. Hello, I agree. Hi from Calgary, Canada. No Simp, welcome from Calgary. Nice to have you here from Cowtown. That's great stuff. Sherry, awesome. Smiling. 1284 SB. Hello from New Jersey. First time watcher here. Well, welcome from the Garden State of New Jersey. 1284 SB. Welcome to my channel, my show. We're on every Monday night, 8 o'clock Eastern time. It's a hangout show. We love talking about cruise shipping and traveling, and sometimes we complain a little bit, and we wish each other happy birthdays and wish each other nothing but the best, and people make friends with friends on this channel, and some of us are sponsor members of this channel. You'll notice those folks with their names are in green, and they have a little logo behind them. That means they're paying 33 cents a day for the privilege of being a sponsor member of this channel. And they get to join me Mondays at 7 Eastern for 1 hour before the 8 o'clock show for the sponsor member hangout show. We love doing that with our gang there. And I thank all of you for being here, watching my show, following my videos. And if you're just watching, not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you can throw a thumbs up towards this chat and any videos of mine you watch, or leave a comment, that would be delicious. Thank you all. And thank you again, 1284 from New Jersey. Thank you. Sylvia, Sherry, awesome travel. I think dancing helps you stay young. Laugh out loud. Bruce, get up and dance for us. I'm too tired. Arc Adventures, we just had an ad for an app called Toy Blast. Looks like Tetris. That's interesting. I get ads all the time. I get all these emails. Most of them end up in my junk email drawer, claiming to be people who represent video games, and they want me to advertise their video game on my channel. I don't play video games. I don't have video game watchers as a specialty here. And I think that almost every one of those messages is a fizzing message. They're trying to get me to click and link into them so that they can muck it up for me. So I'm very leery of these kinds of ads, just so you know. Landon 9209 presents the Roblox Builders YouTube. Now there's a handle Landon, how you doing? Happy birthday. Mine was 3 weeks ago in the same month. Right on, Landon. Kirk Brunson just got back on. Penn State had a commercial on your channel. Penn State. How about that? Camille, I was there with you in the low time when you were a day late with subscriber numbers, and happy day when you were finally monetized. So you were with me, Camille, in February 2018. I think it was February the 17th or 18th. I can't remember the exact day. But back in January of 18, the month before, YouTube made an announcement to the world and said to all of us as YouTubers, if you are monetized now and want to remain monetized, you have to have 1,000 subscribers a month from now, and you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time in the last year combined at least. I took a look at my stats. I knew exactly where I was. I had 3,000 hours of watch time. I had a month to get the 1,000 hours. I did that in a week. That wasn't a problem. But I only had 225 subscribers at that moment in January of 2017. I had only had 100 subscribers in December, 2 months earlier. At the beginning of December, I hit 100 subscribers. By January the 17th, I had 225. I was pretty proud of myself, having already gone from 100 to 225, and I was adding 5 or 10 subscribers every day to my channel. I thought, this is great. And then YouTube says, oh, we've changed the rules. Bruce, you're monetized now, but you're not going to be monetized a month from now unless you can get to 1,000 subscribers and get to 4,000 hours of watch time. No grandfathering. It's you're in or you're out. And I put the word out that night because I used to do live shows every day at that time. 6 days a week I was live. And that night I begged everybody on the air. I said, please subscribe to my channel. If you're just watching me casually, please can subscribe. It's free to subscribe. It's no big deal. I need 1,000 subs in a month. I got to get to 1,000 or I'm demonetized, and I'm a full-time YouTuber. This is how I make my living. And within about 10 days, I got to about 400, 450 subs. So I doubled them in 10 days. Then about 20 days in, I got to about 650. So I needed 350 subs in 10 days. And I thought I made it on the last day. I really did. I thought I had made it, got to 1,010 subscribers. Turns out it was the day before. I was actually locked in at 980. They told me, they sent me an email the next, like 2 days later, congratulations, Bruce, you have 5,000 hours of watch time and you have 980 subscribers. And I'm going, 980 subscribers? What are you talking about? I got 1,020 here. Well, I missed the cutoff by 24 hours. And they said, as soon as you break 1,000, we'll put you into the queue to make you monetized. The next day I got an email, congratulations, you have 1,020 subscribers. You've got over 4,000 hours of watch time. You're now in the queue to become monetized. Should take a week. Took 4 months. 4 months. No one knew it was going to take 4 months. Everyone thought it would take a week. Then we thought it would take 2 weeks. Then YouTube came up with an announcement. No, it'll take about a month. We got so many channels. We have millions of channels that were scrambling to get into the club that we're just overwhelmed with numbers. It'll be about a month. Took 4 months. I got zero money from YouTube for 4 months, even though I had 1,000 subscribers. By the time they monetized me, I had 1,800 subscribers. By the time they re-monetized me, I had 1,800. Was I hot under the collar for 4 months? Oh yeah, I was really upset. And so I was receiving donations from my viewers. People were sending me super chats. They were sending me donations. But I asked my viewers to do me a favor and not send me donations on super chat, because if they did, and even now, 30% of the money goes to YouTube. I only get 70%. But if they were to send me a donation on PayPal, which I have a donate button for PayPal, I get 98% of that money. And I get it right away. It's in my bank account the next day. With YouTube Super Chat, I only get paid once a month. So if any donations are made today, I won't get that money until the 21st of October. So I have to wait a month now to get that, to actually have it. Whereas with a super chat, with a PayPal donation, I get it right away. So I asked my people back then, please make a donation to me. If you're going to make a donation, I appreciate it very much. And please do, because I have no other form of income because I've been demonetized here. Do it on PayPal. And they did. And I was getting these $2, $5, $12, $20 donations that were coming in, some cases higher than that. And you know who you are. And collectively, it began to add up to a survival income. It was just enough to kind of keep going. But 4 months until I got re-monetized. And many other YouTubers just like me were in the same boat. Others had to wait longer than I did. It was really ridiculous. But finally it kicked in, and you know, I make most of my income now from advertising, although not lately. I got to tell you, lately advertising has been awful. But we'll see with these political ads what happens. Anyway, there's a little brief history for you on that. Unbelievable. Sherry, awesome. Yes, sounds like so much fun. Jenny T. Hi, Bruce. It's my birthday too in Melbourne. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Jenny T. Will be. Ad was Auto Trader in Toronto. Very good. Patty, are the fireworks from Funchal in Madeira? I think they are. I think those fireworks with all those cruise ships are from Funchal in Madeira. Sherry, awesome. Lots of emojis. Hey, Kirk. Hey, happy birthday, Janie. Mermaid is saying hi. Janie T, thank you, Sherry. Sherry, Sylvia, hi, Sherry, awesome travel. Bruce can do the twist for us. Laugh out loud. Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. Sherry, hello there. I haven't had enough donations come in to do that. Yes, come on, baby. Let's do the twist, Sherry. Don Porter, happy birthday, Bruce. I love your shows. Keep them coming. Mermaid, happy birthday. Terry Gallant, if Carnival Corp is letting go 18 ships, then 7,000 staff being let go actually seems low. Yeah, there might be more, my friend. My question is, where do you get your information? Asks SLGC. When we were preparing for our Oasis of the Seas cruise last year, you had the most up-to-date info about its accident. What are your sources? Oh, well, I have many sources, my dear. I work for here. I'll be revealing that in future videos. Kirk, hi, Sherry. Hope you are doing okay tonight. Mermaid, see, no one is sailing this year. Robert, hello, Bruce. Sherry, yes, I'm doing good. Hope you are too, Kirk. Sylvia, Sue Ross, how did you get the survey about Bruce? Robert, I'm getting no ads during live shows or on your videos. Billy, yeah, that's it. SLGC, what kind of revenue do you get from premium YouTube members who don't get ads? If you are a premium member of YouTube, you're paying your 10 or 12 bucks a month to not get advertising, and you get YouTube music. And then you watch me on my videos or on this show. Here's how it works. At the end of the month, every month, YouTube calculates where you have watched YouTube videos, what channels you've been on. They have all the records at YouTube. They know exactly where you went and how many seconds you were on each video. And then they figure out, okay, with Bruce, this viewer spent 10% of all their time on Bruce's channel. 10% of all the time they were on Bruce's channel. Bruce gets 1/10 of all of your premium money, but it's of 70% of your premium money. So 30% of your premium money goes to YouTube as their fee, and I get, of the 55%, I get 10% of that. So if you're paying $10 a month, $5.50 goes to the YouTube community, and I get 10% of your money, of the time you're giving me. I get 10% of that. I get 55 cents for the month. Okay? So if you're watching me 5 times a month, let's say, I get 11 cents every time you watch me. But if you're watching me 10% of your view time, you're probably watching a lot of other YouTubers before I would ever get 10%. But even so, you're probably watching 20 of my videos. You're watching everything I do. And so I'm getting a penny of you, half a penny of you, 2 pennies of you. But it actually works out that at the end of the month, when I see my earnings come in, they break it down for me. And they tell me, this is how much money you got from your ads. This is how much money you got from sponsor memberships. This is how much money you got from premium revenue. Okay, my premium revenue on a percentage basis of the whole thing is about 2.5%. It's extremely small, but it adds up. And the longer my shows, the longer my videos, and the more watch minutes I get in the month, the more money I get from premium members. Makes sense? I've got you watching longer. I get more money that way. It's a penny here, a quarter of a penny there, a half a penny there, times how many people over the month watch. That's how it goes. Jan says, you have 111 thumbs ups. I'm doing good, Sherry, says Kirk, hanging with Bruce and enjoying the show. Mermaid C, wait, so what time is it for you? Because it's 8:44 for me. Right now, here in Creston, it is 6:04 in the evening. It's 9:04 in New York and in Miami. It's 6:04 in Los Angeles. It's 7:04 in Denver. Is it 8:04 in Indianapolis, I suppose, or Chicago? And it's 9:04 in New York. Camille, do you ever wear your Speedo gift at the pool or the beach? I haven't been to a pool or a beach in now a long, long time. Yeah, it's been a long time. The swimming trunks are sitting there doing nothing. Sherry, hello, Mermaid. I love your name. Sherry, hello, Jen. Jen is saying Mermaid. Bruce is 3 hours behind us. Landon, 2 hours for me. Jen, Sherry, how you doing, my friend? Sounds yummy. She's saying, I'm doing well. Well, thanks, but bored when not traveling, says Jen. 114 now, thumbs up. Sherry, awesome. 124 days till my cruise on the Explorer of the Seas. Emily Archer says, hello, Bruce. I loved your vlog about being a YouTuber. Plenty of advice for future YouTubers. That's the point. That's the game plan. And I'm looking to do about 4 or 5 or 6 more of those kinds of videos over the next couple of weeks, and I hope you like it. I have a question for you folks. There's 175 of you here. Before you get bored with me today, I have a question for you. I'm looking into something, and I want to know what you think, if this is a good idea or not. I'm thinking of starting a podcast. I'm thinking of doing a podcast, maybe 1 a week, maybe 2 a week. And I'm wondering what you folks think about that. I'm not sure whether I'd film the podcast. I might just do that. It might well be where you are watching me on the air here, but you can listen to me on a podcast simultaneously. Of course, the video might air at a different time than the podcast does, because I can't control the podcast timing. But I would love to know whether any of you out there listen to podcasts now. If you do, what platform should you think I should be on? And whether it's a good idea. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. I'm looking into it now. There's a lot to research here on this. Emily, Jen, hello. I hope you are well. Sherry, hello there, Emily. Emily, Sherry, hey, Sherry, how you doing? Everyone's saying hi to everybody else. Everyone's saying, Henry, nice to see you. David Barron, best you by a couple of days. Brewster, right on, David. Happy birthday to you if you're ahead of me a little bit. Emily, Jen, I just had crab cakes and brown rice for dinner. Yummy. Sherry, I'm doing good. Counting down to my cruise. Emily, David Barron, beat you by 1 day, Bruce. Today is my 53rd birthday. Right on, buddy. Happy birthday. Emily, I love crab cakes. James, 119 thumbs ups, Bruce, and counting. Tom Henry, hi there. Sylvia. Emily, Sherry, if all goes well, we will have pool by next summer. We just got the blueprints of the house to get the pool guy to. Right on. Hi there, Tom from Sylvia. Jack Wise, Fred Penning, 73 is young. I'm 78. Kate PM, happy birthday, Bruce. Enjoy your day. Sherry, awesome. Wow, that's so cool. Congrats, Emily. Tom Henry, great. Emily, Fred, 121 thumbs ups, Bruce. You are climbing the charts. Sherry, awesome. Hey there, Tom Henry. Tom Henry, hi there, Sherry. Karen Griswold, hi, Bruce. Hello, and happy birthday from New Hampshire. Thank you, Karen, for your birthday wishes. I appreciate that. Fred Penning, good on you, Jack. Sherry, hey, Miss Karen. James, have you ever watched Jeff HK on your YouTube when he does the night sky time lapses from a cargo ship? They are mind-blowing. Have not. I'm going to have to look that up. I just don't have time. Karen, hey there, Sherry Hun. Linda, the turtles so happy together. Sounds like a good trivia contest answer. Weed out the youngins. Patty Lagasse, how do you become a sponsor of your show? If you'd like to become a sponsor member of this channel, if you go to virtually any video of mine, certainly on a laptop, it's the easiest way to do it. You'll find a join button just down here, down here, right down there. This little box says join. If you go to my home page, you'll find a join button. If you go to my about page, you'll find a join thing there. And then just follow the info. And it's 33 cents a day to become a sponsor member of TWB. And for that, you get to use special emojis. You get special videos from time to time that I make just for sponsor members. You also get a live show every Monday night at 7 o'clock just for you guys from 7 until 8, just before I go live here. It's a hangout show. Ask me anything you want about YouTubing or whatever is going on, and it's all good. So there you go. Those are how you do it. I put your live show on my calendar, so I don't forget. Camille says right on. Benny Hull, Bonnie Hull. Why should cruise ships have a 100% prevent a COVID infection from ever being on a ship when none or no other place can? Why can't cruise ships quarantine a sick person? These are all valid questions. The problem was, of course, the way the authorities handled it in February in Japan. When the Diamond Princess came in with positive cases, what they didn't do was get those positive cases off the ship right away and test everybody immediately for instant results. They didn't know the severity of it. They didn't know how bad it would get. They kept people in inside rooms. They kept people in ocean view rooms. They didn't let them out. They kept people in their balcony rooms, but they let them on the balcony. And the virus was spreading among those who had it, who didn't know they had it. They didn't appear to have it, but they had it. And the trick would have been, what we know now, is separate everyone from everyone else so that you don't spread it amongst yourselves. But unfortunately, that's how it went. Fizzing, not fizzing, fizzing, whatever you call it, it's bad. Mermaid, because you were in the middle of nowhere. Emily, traveling with Bruce, how much is your phone amplifier again? Sorry. Yes, the telephone amplifier, the cell phone amplifier, is available for a donation on my PayPal donate button, which is again on this channel here or down below in the description or in my about section. 50 American dollars will get you this cell phone amplifier shipped airmail to you if you're in North America. If you're overseas, if you're in Europe, you're in Australia, New Zealand, Japan, it's a $60 American donation to the channel. That extra $10 covers the extra cost. But $50 US will get you this cell phone amplifier. The cell phone amplifier, there are two versions. There's the sextant version, and then there's the TWB logo, anchor logo version. And I'm going to get both reissued and get more made of each one. I usually get 3 to 6 of each made at a time. And if you'd like one of these, send me a donation to my PayPal. And don't forget to include your mailing address. Please include your mailing address. If you want me to autograph it, I will autograph the very top of it if you'd like. Let me know. I use a Sharpie and I'll autograph it. But otherwise, I'll just ship it to you the way it is. Okay? So again, thank you all of you who have already got one of these. Some of you have 2 of these. Incredible. But if you'd like a TWB cell phone amplifier, tell me which version you'd like, and we'll get one sent to you. They're handmade by Marshall Thompson here in Creston. No moving parts, no assembly, no batteries required. Mermaid, yeah, it's 50 American dollars. Karen, September babies are the best. My birthday was last Thursday. We September people are a happy bunch, I think. Emily, Mermaid Seat, great, thank you. Sherry, yes, hope you had a wonderful birthday, Karen. Glenn, not long, you will hit 60,000 subs. I joined when you were in the 5,000 range, and remember that everyday show, it was cool when I was on every day. I did that until I reached about 25,000 subs, maybe. I can't remember if it was 25 or 30,000 subs. I hit the wall. I was so tired. It was June of 19 that I stopped doing live shows every day. June of 19. I did it for a year and a half. 6 days a week, 8 shows a week. Tuesdays, Thursdays, I did 2 shows. One was a regular show like this, and then I did a trivia show every Tuesday and Thursday night in the evenings, and it was hard work. But I had to build that channel up, and I did. And now I just do once a week because, but I love to do a trivia show. I'll do one this week, Thursday or Friday. Keep your eyes open for a trivia show later this week. Jen, Emily, it works really well, and he has only that one behind him left. I use mine all the time, and it works especially well to make the alarm louder. Yes, it does. Jeff, happy birthday, Bruce. How do you think ski season will be impacted by winter? I think there could be issues with ski seasons depending on where you live. Emily, Really? I will try to buy now and see what happens. So we have plenty of watch minutes, 139,000, but we're short on subs at 698. Arc Adventures. The secret to getting more subs is on your videos, begging for them. Beg your viewers on the air, please subscribe to my channel. We need to get to 1,000 to become monetized. Also, put up a subscribe button. See this one right here? Get that up there all the time. Make a special one and point at it. Like, show people you need the subs. Make more videos. Make longer videos. Promote your videos on other social media platforms as well. And that's how you'll get them. Just keep exposing that channel of yours. Jen, 126 thumbs up for Bruce. Janet, yes, sweet September babies. We're the best. I'm a 9/9 baby. Have a very special birthday, Shauna says. Bruce, excellent work on your channel. I really enjoy watching. Thank you, Shauna, so much for that. Thank you for being a part of TWB, the TWB family. I really love it. Thank you very much. Emily Archer, Jen, everyone, and Bruce says that the amplifier works really well. Woot woot. It works great. Tom Henry, interesting, the NCL travel letter going out today. I have copies for both Sydney and I for 11 cruises through November 2023, but nothing for the next cruise coming up on 2020. Wonder what's up with that. I wonder. Arc Adventures, we have plenty of watch minutes, but we're short on those subs. Donna, happy birthday. Thank you, Donna. Jen, Emily, my guess is the woodworker will use a different logo for the next batch. I'm going to ask him to produce these, but I'm also looking to produce another kind of version of this. But you let me know what you like. If you see it, put an order in, send a donation, and I'll get you one. Tom Henry, if you're talking about the letter for insurance, I got mine for May 2021 cruise, but nothing for November or December. Interesting. MG Toe, I remember when there was only about 12 to 15 of us watching Bruce live at any one time. That was true. I had on my channel 10 to 15 people live with me. And most of the time I was just talking and I had very few comments to read that were coming through on the channel. That sort of changed by about, I'd say the fall of 18. I had been doing the live shows since January of 18. By about the fall, October, November, enough 40, 50, 60 people were watching me and the comments were kind of coming in all the time. Now they're coming in all the time. It's wonderful. Tom Henry, yes, Jack Wise, wonder what the plan for this year is. Camille, there was a U.S. presidential political ad shown in Georgia. Thank you for letting me know. Sylvia, Tom, you and Cindy have so many cruises coming up. They probably just forgot to put in a letter. I was really looking forward to that cruise. Jack, Tom Henry, it may have something to do with the expected arrival of a vaccine, ? Tom Henry, or they are secretly planning to cancel the November and December in a few days. That could well be the plan. Only the shadow knows, says Jack. Tom, at least I got a souvenir from Encore. I also got Lance a souvenir too. It was a really nice ship. Rocky Grasso, ad was from Wesley Financial Group for getting out of a timeshare. I live in Chesapeake, Virginia. Very, very interesting. Tom Henry, good. Sylvia. Sue Ross. Sylvia, the survey came up after I watched Bruce's post about becoming a YouTuber. The surveys I receive are usually about car preferences or which dishwashing detergent I have heard of. But this time they asked about my channel. That's very, very nice. Tom Henry, traveling with Bruce could be wearing the Speedo right now, and we wouldn't even know. That's right. Well, you would know because my voice would be about 4 octaves higher. I'd be talking like this if I was wearing the Speedos. I can guarantee you I am not wearing the Speedos. Sean Murphy, happy birthday. This is my favorite day. Do you remember the 21st night of September? The gaming text. Hello, Bruce. Sorry about missing everyone last week. Welcome back. Bonnie Hall. Hi, Bruce. Love your show. Just wondering why cruise ships might be expected to guarantee no person with COVID gets on a ship. We did this already. I hear you loud and clear. Landon, you should. You always do good on YouTube. You sound like you're doing a podcast. So I should do a podcast. That's the first reaction to that podcast question. I listen to podcasts every night, so that's a great idea, Bruce. You should do a podcast. Tom Henry, what is the benefit of a podcast over this show? I have never done one. Well, for me, it would be a way of getting my channel promoted further by doing a podcast of my telecasts, for instance, or I would do specific podcasts and then, make them as videos here, would give me more content here. But podcasts can make you money. If you have enough listeners, on a podcast, Matthew Hoffman, I've got your donation for $50. Thank you very much. You let me know which one of these you want. I will get that together for you. Podcasts can have advertising on them, but it has nothing to do with YouTube. It's a different platform. So it's an outside the YouTube platform. And YouTubers, influencers say you should have several streams of income and not be beholden to just one. So I'm thinking, if I could attract 100 listeners, 300 listeners, 500, 1,000 listeners on my podcasts, plus I have my YouTube channel doing what I'm doing on my YouTube channel, I have a second source of income outside of YouTube as well, doing what I'm doing now, talking about cruise ships. So that's why I'm looking into it. I'm kind of curious. Ark, wife wants to know, if you do a podcast, will you ever get any sleep? That's a good question. John Claude, yes, good for the pod. Isn't the podcast like listening to the radio? Yes, it is. You can take a walk and listening to my voice while you're walking around, working, doing whatever. Tom Henry, good night, everybody. Got to spend a little time with Cindy. Thank you, Tom, and say hi to Cindy for me. Bruce for president, thank you. Sylvia, bye, Tom. Nathan, hey, Bruce, hope all is well. Just joining the show. 131 thumbs ups you got going right now. Thank you, everybody. Jan is saying goodnight to Tom. Happy birthday. Empress Vibes is saying to me. Happy birthday, Bruce. Nathan is saying to me as well. Sherry, you should do a YouTube channel about how to be a YouTube creator. Then what I was doing is posting my recording to my podcast. Yes, great idea, Bruce. Thank you very much. Thank you. These are great suggestions. Emily, Traveling with Bruce just sent dollars to one of your cell phone amplifiers. Woot woot. That must be you. Fantastic. Please sign too. I will do an autograph for you. Chris, the longer we go with the cruise industry shutdown, eventually the cruise lines will be offering 90% off of cruises. Camille, I just looked it up. Do you go to the nearest Walmart in Cranbrook, BC, 1 hour away, since you can't go to Costco in Idaho because of the COVID travel restriction? I do go to the Walmart in Cranbrook. Usually Jen and I will stop off at the Cranbrook Walmart on the way home from Calgary. We pop in there, we'll do a bathroom break, pick up something like my caffeine-free Diet Cokes. I'll pick them up there. Anything else I need? Yes, we definitely do that, but they don't have chicken bakes, and they don't have Costco hot dogs in there, and they don't have that good ice cream. Paper City Jeff, I like the Night Sky app. It's fun to use on your phone when you're wondering what's that bright star. Very interesting. Jen, Emily Archer, yay. Paper City Night Sky. Bonnie, so true. Thanks. Hopefully the cruise industry gets another chance now that we all know so much more. Happy birthday. Thank you very much. Nikki, dumb question. Is a sponsor member the same as a Patreon member? No. If you're a patron, if you're one of my patrons, you can be a patron follower of mine. I do have a patron site, but I don't do anything there. It's just a place where people go and you can make a donation to my channel through Patreon on a monthly basis, $3 or more. Every month if you like. So if you want to make a donation of $3 a month to my channel, that's $3 American, you can do that through Patreon, but I hardly promote it. My sponsor membership group is the one where you can join me for 33 cents a day, and you can join me every Monday night for my live hangout show, 7 o'clock Eastern until 8 o'clock Eastern. And then at 8 o'clock Eastern, I start this show for the whole world to see if you like. So if you like to do that, you can go either way, or you can make a donation anytime you want on Super Chat here, or through my donate button, PayPal, any amount, anytime you want, for any reason you want, and I love that too. Of course, these are special reasons. Thank you. Sean, I watch podcasts on serial killers, unsolved mysteries, and cults. That makes me sound wacky. Oh, well, Emily, Traveling with Bruce, I sent you the donation, and I may have this, and I would like to have the sextant amplifier. I'd like to get this one right here. Right on. We will take care of you there. Camille, what are you and Jen's favorite cocktails? That, of course, you can also order on a cruise. Well, I don't drink a cocktail. Jennifer is a non-specific cocktail drinker. There isn't a single specific that she actually likes. Your trivia shows are great, says Camille. Thank you so much. Chaz, hi, Bruce from Nassau. I love your show. Thank you for joining me from beautiful Nassau. Love to have you here from the beautiful Bahamas. Arc Adventures, it showed our comment twice. First one had a typo. Looks like the retract comment doesn't work, just so you know. Interesting. Cruise with us, Arc Adventures. I just subbed. Right on. So you got another sub. You got a sub. Way to go. Woohoo. Thanks, Cruise with us. Donna, the only people I know who watch podcasts are watching mysteries, murders, etc. I tried, but I found them boring. Right on. I know that a lot of people who drive a lot listen to podcasts. And that's what I was thinking about for my channel. If I started doing live podcasts, it would include Traveling with Bruce product. It would include Stock Markets with Bruce. It would include why I became a YouTuber. It might just include me yapping away for whatever reason I want to yap away about. But for those in the car, in a truck, in RVs, out on the road, that might be a way to allow people to, for me to reach them, and vice versa. That would be pretty cool, I think. That's kind of what I'm thinking about here. Landon, do you know about iPad Pro, and do you have an iPad Pro or any model of iPad? I do. I have what I call the big ass iPad. Look how big this thing is. This thing is huge. It's a year old, and it's got all the bells and whistles. So I do have an iPad. Bonnie, I would definitely listen to your podcast. Thank you, Bonnie. Camille, maybe trivia good for podcasts? No, because it's not live. It's not a live interactive thing, but I could do a trivia type show where I could talk about, did you know, and then, do one of those kinds of shows, talk for 30 minutes about the history of Carnival or the history of this ship or the history of cruising in general, whatever. Matthew, Sexton design for the phone amplifier, says Matthew. Well, I got that. I got your donation. I must have 2 donations coming in. So we have 2 orders for the same thing. Not a problem. Matthew, thank you for that order. Sue Ross, I listen to podcasts in the car or download when traveling on planes. I love them. I use Spotify, but I think you can post to multiple platforms. Yes, I can. I definitely will do that. Jamil, hello from Brazil. Welcome, Jamil from Brazil. Beautiful. Thank you for being here today. Jen says 136 thumbs ups right now on your show. Empress Vibes, sadly, my many top-notch cruise ports like Grand Cayman are considering focusing on resort travelers instead of cruise visitors. That is true. Landon from Tampa. Arc Adventures, we can hear a 107 subscribers out there. Bruce, did you say you use other platforms? I use other platforms to promote my channel. I have a Traveling with Bruce page on Facebook, and I put my videos on there, links to this channel from there. I occasionally will put a link of a video on Twitter to this channel so that I can get extra exposure, that kind of thing. That's what you need to do, Ark. You got to get the word out there. Nathan, I would listen to your podcast. I can't always catch the show, so it would be really great, especially if I could get back driving for Uber. I would listen to you there. This is great. MG, a top GameStop investor wants to turn retailer into Amazon rival. Bloomberg says, yeah, I would think they could do really well if they became the Amazon of gaming. That would be brilliant for these guys, because they have all these pickup points in retail locations. They might go down to 1,500 locations, but they'd still have them. I think that would be really smart. News. MG Toa is saying, very interesting news. I have caught up with all of your comments. Last report, I had 136 thumbs ups. 163 are watching now. If you haven't thrown a thumbs up, and you can, I would really appreciate if you did. I give you all a cheers. I want to show some fireworks for all those thumbs ups. Let's show off some fireworks right now. Pretty cool, huh? Is that pretty cool or what? Just double checking my PayPal here, and I'm just finding out. Yes, Matthew Hoffman, I got your donation, so you're definitely getting one of those. And then I also have another donation here. Emily, I got your donation too. So both of you will do that. But Emily, you've sent me 50 Canadian dollars, not American dollars. You're going to have to send me another 15 Canadian dollars to make up the difference. It has to be 50 American dollars, not Canadian dollars, to get the cell phone amplifier if you could, please. Thank you, Matthew. I got your 50 American dollars. And did you send me an address? Yes, I've got your address in California. And Emily, I got your address. Have I got your address? Yes, I've got it in New York. So thank you, all of you who have made a donation for these cell phone amplifiers. I do appreciate it. And I got to tell you that Marshall really appreciates it. Marshall cannot believe it. Marshall cannot believe that I have now probably sold probably 20 of these now, I suppose. He actually makes more money than I do. You can see here where it says handcrafted by Marshall. I don't know if that's right side up or upside down. Here we go. Handcrafted by Marshall Thompson. He kind of he puts his brand in here. This is real wood. This is the back of it. This is the top of it here. This is where your cell phone goes. So you put your cell phone right in here, and then the sound travels underneath here, comes up right here through this right here, and just blares out. It's great for alarms, playing music on your cell phone, watching my show, possibly listening to podcasts. There's a whole bunch of ways you can enjoy these. And Marshall does a great job making them by hand for me, and I thank him very much for his craftsmanship. It's fantastic, and I do make a few bucks on each one of these as a little profit for the channel. But believe me, a vast majority of these dollars that you're sending me, they go elsewhere. They go to the post office, and they go to Marshall, and then I get a little bit. But I'm just thrilled that these are going out to people's homes and offices because it helps promote the channel. I'm sure that if any one of your friends sees your cell phone amplifier, they're looking at that going, what is that? What is that logo? Where did you get that? How did you get that? And then you're talking about Traveling with Bruce. And thank you very much, all of you, for helping promote me. I do appreciate that much. All right. So again, Emily, thank you for sending me 50 Canadian dollars, but I need 50 American. So you're going to have to send me another 15 Canadian dollars to make up the differential. But don't worry, you can do that later tonight. No problem. She said that's no problem. She said that's okay. Landon Roblox, did you see the video about the breaching of the imagination rammed into fantasy in the shipyard? I think I saw that. That video has brought a lot of viewers to me. That video has brought a lot of viewers to my channel. I said, Roblox, sorry, no problem. Jen, 147 thumbs ups now. This is awesome. Pleasant Dreams, Jack White says, thank you, Jack, for being here tonight. James, the vid by the crew member showing all of the damage and the state of the fannies was most interesting. Jen, see you all later. Thank you, Jen. Empress Vibes, by the way, Bruce, I like your t-shirt. Thank you. You can order one of these on the RedBubble store I have. Link down below. Same with these coffee cups. You can order these logos on all these coffee cups, and you're helping my channel. I get a royalty every time something sells there. Thank you, all of you guys. Kane, looks like Empress of the Seas might end up getting saved and not scrapped. It's heading to Malta. Majesty of the Seas might be the only ship to get scrapped. Something tells me the days are numbered for these ships. I really don't think they're going to sail again. I think there's 6 or 7 Royal Caribbean ships are going to get scrapped. It's going to happen. Oh, Emily, I just got your donation for the differential. Thank you so much. You're definitely going to get your units. Just give Marshall a little bit of time. These are my demonstrators. These are my personal units. I've got them making more, and we will get them mailed out to you, airmail, as soon as we can. Can we hear something played on it? I'm not sure if that will work. I'm not sure if you'll pick it up very well on the internet, but let me try. Why not? Let's give it a go. Let's go to this show. Let's just have me go on the air. So I got your address. Have I got your address? Yes, I've got it. You can hear that? Okay. In New York. So thank you, all of you who have made a donation for these cell phone amplifiers. I do appreciate it. And I got to tell you, Marshall really appreciates it. Marshall cannot believe it. Marshall cannot believe that I have now probably sold probably 20 of these now, I suppose. He actually makes more money than I do. The thing about these cell phone amplifiers. By Marshall. I don't know if that's right side up or upside down. I gotta mute myself. The thing about these cell phone amplifiers is that they work okay 2 feet away from you, but they really work across the room. If you're 10 feet away, this just shoots the sound out right across a wide spectrum. So you can hear it across the kitchen. You can hear it on your patio. Put it on a picnic table at your local park if you want, or when you're RVing or camping or whatever you're doing. You can get a real. They really are effective. They're effective. Jennifer had one of these that Marshall had made, a generic one. And then one day I was talking to Marshall, and he was asking me, how's your channel doing and how you doing? Because he knows I have a RedBubble product like this for sale. And he marvels that this is everywhere now. But he said, I think I can put a logo of yours on one of these things. I said, boy, could you put it on the front and the back? That would be really cool. And he said, I'm going to try one. I'll see what I can do. So I sent him a copy of the logo. I think I sent him the Sextant one first. And he came by about a week later, all proud of himself. And he said, what do you think of this? And that's when I showed this off to all of you on the channel. And then we began taking orders. And I think we did about 12 of them the first time, and then another 6. And we'll do more now. So yeah, thank you all of you for your support, for however you help this channel. I appreciate it. Are you going to get a cat? I'm not getting a cat. Thank you, Bruce. Emily says, I did it. It did get loud. Yes, it does. I bet it did get louder indeed. That is cool. Why is Tampa in my copy and paste? I have no idea. And Sherry, great sound. Yeah, these are fantastic. They're made of locally sourced wood here near Creston, British Columbia. Handmade by Marshall. No moving parts, no batteries, and any smartphone will work. And they are fantastic. They're just the greatest little gadget, I think. Rajesh, I'm from India. I want to know, when will the Carnival Cruise Line start sailing? And as we know, Carnival terminates 7,000 crew members. So this is the exact number or something like that. There could be more, Rajesh. I don't know if there will be more or not. I don't know when they're going to start cruising. They don't know either. Right now, it's week to week, month to month, and it's just not fun at all. Mermaid, you should get a kitten. Thank you, Jeff. I'm really surprised that Carnival sold to Fascination, as it has balconies and it's pretty much the same as Sensation. I'm from Grand Prairie, Alberta, and I love cruise ships too. Jeff, unless they have 60 to 80% of the cabins are balcony, it won't work. It just won't work. I think the Fascination may have had 210 balconies, but they had 1,100 other cabins with no balconies, and that makes the ship uneconomic, especially if they're restricted to balcony cabins only. Mermaid, I know you want a cat because the kittens that you show with the fireworks. You see. One, would Marshall be willing to make one for a small iPad that is 5 1/4 wide? Now that is something I'd have to talk to him about, whether we can make an iPad amplifier. That would be a different design, but the postage might be murderous because it would be much heavier. I'm not sure. I would look into that. Nikki Singleton is a brand new member of the Traveling with Bruce sponsor members. She's become a sponsor angel. Thank you for becoming a sponsor angel, Nikki. You are automatically going to be able to join me Monday nights at 7 o'clock Eastern time for the sponsor hangout show. And you get to use emojis now. You have a logo beside your name right now, and there are emojis you'll be able to use as well. You just have to figure that out. Thank you so much for becoming a new member of the channel. Mermaid, that's why I brought up the cats. I see. How big is your iPad? That's the question. I have the big one. I've got the 12-inch big. It's the big one. It's the one they made last year, as big as they got. It's the big one. Let's see here. What is that? Did you see the new ones? I've heard about the new ones, but I haven't been looking at them because I got this one. I don't need one right now. Mermaid is going, wondering about the iPad. Yeah, I'm thinking this thing is like 8 inches by 12 or 9 by, I don't know, 8 by 13. I don't even know what the size of this thing is. I haven't measured it, but it's huge. But with regard to doing an iPad amplifier, that would require a wider base and a taller structure to handle to make sure it doesn't tip over. I'm not sure the shipping could be $30 to ship it. That would just kill it. Financially, would make it very difficult. I have a 2020 iPad Pro, says Landon. Look at the new one, says Mermaid. See, I'm not going to look at a new iPad. I've got one that works just fine. Thank you very much. I hope I don't need a new one for a year or two. I just got a new MacBook Pro 16-inch. Cost a fortune, and because of you guys, I was able to get it because of donations that were made to me by you. Thank you. I still have to spend about 600 Canadian more dollars on this MacBook Pro because I have to buy the software for Final Cut Pro that I'm using right now. I'm using a free version of it for 90 days. I've got 50 days to go. I have to spend 400 Canadian on that, and then I'm going to need to spend about $200 on what are known as Final Cut Pro apps, specific applications, animation apps, and other upgrades for the videos that I make. So I have about 600 Canadian to still spend on this, but it'll be worth it because, oh my, and I love this MacBook Pro. It is absolutely wonderful. I absolutely love it. Do you think the Marco Polo will survive the auction? It might be auctioned, but then again, it might be picked up by a scrapyard. They might offer $1 million for it, no other bids, and they'll take it right to scrap. That might be the end of it. I don't know. I give it a 50-50, Jeff, says James. I really like Carnival's Fantasy Class ships, says MG. They were very popular for many years, but they have had their day. I think my iPad will be 5 years old in November, and it is still perfect, says Jeannie. Jennifer has an iPad, I think it's 4 years, and she uses it all the time, but it is beginning to fail her in little tiny ways. It's kind of showing this little, whatever, so we'll see. I have a tip for you, Bruce. Get it on the education store for $200 for the bundle, which includes Apple's high-end software apps. I'll have to look into that. I'm not sure if that's applicable in Canada or not, but I'll look into that. I have a feeling I have to pay regular price because they know me. I'm in their system. Yeah, I got the iPhone, I got the iPad, and the MacBook, and Apple knows that I'm not in the education system. So I might have a problem with that. I don't know. We'll have to see. Anyway, there you go. That's what it is. Guys, thank you for being here tonight, celebrating my birthday one day early. I really appreciate it. Thank you for Nikki. Thank you, Nikki, for becoming a sponsor member on the air. This is fantastic. Thank you, Matthew, and thank you, Emily, for both picking up a cell phone amplifier on the air. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. And earlier, Gamer, thank you for your super chat tonight. I do appreciate it. For all of you who've done that, I've got a kitten for you. Here you go. And I got some fireworks too. Thank you all for being here tonight. Gaming Text, thank you for being here tonight. Same to you, Nuck. Thank you. It's a bad kitty. Emily, so cute. Love the kitten. And dogs rule, cats drool. Rob, thank you for my birthday wishes. Appreciate that very much. All of you who are here tonight, thank you for the thumbs ups tonight. Appreciate that too. Thanks for watching my ads, letting me know what ads are running. Thank you for reacting to my question about should I podcast or not. I'm curious about this. I'm really looking into it. SLG Mitz says, have a great birthday. Thank you. Great show, Bruce, as always. Thank you, Kirk. Emily, cool fireworks. Nikki, my twin sons have their birthday tomorrow too. Enjoy your day. Congratulations, Nikki. That is awesome stuff. Landon, thank you. Enjoy your day. I hope the Magellan won't end up in the scrapyard. Happy birthday. Thank you, Nuck. Arc Adventures, great show. Have a great night and a great happy birthday, all of you. The same to all of you. We'll see you here next Monday for my next live show. Those of you who are sponsor members, join me at 7 o'clock Eastern. Everyone else, join me next week at 8 o'clock. Wanda, thanks, Bruce. Have a good evening and enjoy your birthday tomorrow. Thank you very much, Wanda. Kimberly Young, happy birthday, Bruce. Thank you, Kimberly, for those birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. Have a pleasant evening, a great week. Keep an eye on my channel for new videos and whatever else I'm up to. Always something going on. I have so much work to do, and I love actually doing it. So there you go. Sherry Awesomes, wow, happy birthday to them. Nikki Singleton, thank you, Sherry, for being here tonight as always. And good luck with your channel. Keep it going. I know you're doing live telecasts as well, keeping us updated on what's going on there. All of you have a great night. We'll talk to you a little later. Stay warm, stay safe, stay cool, stay healthy, stay properly distanced. And we'll see you next week live on TWB and with Stock Markets with Bruce. Look for the trivia show Thursday or Friday this week. At any time, keep your eyes open, hit that bell notification icon so you get alerted when I go live, because I will do trivia. Landon is saying bye too. Thank you, Landon. Take care. Nikki Singleton, thanks, Jerry. Thank you, Nikki. You look great as a sponsor member. Your name just looks so good and green. Love it. All right, guys, I'm out of here. See you later.